Hello and welcome to Distributed Systems and Blockchain in the News. My name is Thomas Bocek, and this week in the news we have network failures, and it's the following article here. So in November 2023, an Optus network outage in Australia affected almost half the population. That's roughly 10 million people. They were cut off with disrupting phones, disrupted internet, and disrupted broadband services. The outage lasted a whole day, so a whole day without internet, and impacted hospitals, businesses, public transport, and emergency services. And the cause was unspecified, but it wasn't believed to be a cyber attack, but the cause is still unknown, or there are speculations about it. And the incident raised significant concerns about the robustness of Australia's telecom infrastructure and led to the discussion on emergency service access and the management of critical national services. Optus parent company, it's called Singtel, they acknowledged the outage without explanation, and interestingly their shares fell by almost 5%. And there are some rumors what was the cause, and it might be a misconfigured network configuration that might have caused some spikes in BGP announcements. That was at the time when the outage happened. That was also monitored by Cloudflare, but this is only speculation at the moment. I hope that there will be a post-mortem, so a detailed description about this incident, what happened. However, I'm not sure if the telco provider provides such a post-mortem. The next article starts with crypto topics, and it's about the Poloniex exchange. This article here, the Poloniex crypto exchange, which is owned by this guy here, Justin Sun. He's a polarizing figure in the cryptocurrency world. They suffered a hack resulting in the loss of almost 126 million US dollar in various crypto assets. And the breach involved transfer from Poloniex wallet to the hacker's wallet. They stole Ethereums, Ethers, they stole Tron, stablecoins, USDT, TUSD, and some meme coins. And additionally, over 288 million in Tron native token TRX, and almost 900 bitcoins were stolen. And the hackers transferred these assets to another wallet before swapping most for USDC. And Poloniex initially stated the wallet was under maintenance, later confirming the hack. Justin Sun, he assured that the exchange would reimburse the affected funds, and was collaborating with other exchanges for the recovery of these funds. And the security researcher suggested that it might have been compromised private keys, malware, or social engineering as a potential cause. And here as well, the details are not known yet. Later on, Justin Sun then offered a 5% white hat bounty for the Poloniex hacker, so that he will return the stolen funds and he will get 5% of those funds. And he said that he will give the attacker 7 days to return the funds before they start working with law enforcement authorities. A very interesting detail, it's in this article here, is that the hacker was in the process of this native currency, TRX, and he did exchange it for USDT, and this caused a spike. So that we can see here, that caused a spike in TRX by 25%, and this unintentional boost could offset some of the financial losses that Justin Sun committed to reimbursing. Additionally, in their haste, so the hackers, to convert the stolen assets into cash, it is believed that the hacker mistakenly sent around 2.6 million in Golem Network tokens, GLM, directly to the token's official contract, and this of course results in the permanent loss of these funds. So always make sure where you're sending the money to. The next article is about miner extracted values. So there are miner extracted value bots, and this bot was exploited for almost $2 million after figuring out there's a vulnerability in the smart contract code of this bot. And this is the following article and tweet here. I talked about sandwich attacks and MEV bots. They can execute those attacks or executing those attacks, and the hacker that attacked these bots figured out that there's a vulnerability in the bot. So the vulnerability allowed anyone to call a function that sold wrapped bitcoins for wrapped ethers, and using a flash loan, the attacker could create an imbalance on the wrapped ether wrapped bitcoin pool on Curve, and then this led that the bot was buying wrapped bitcoin for an inflated price, and the attacker then sold the wrapped bitcoins for a profit. And this incident, which occurred on Tuesday night, highlighted the risk associated with unprotected functions in bot codes within the complex MEV ecosystem. And this also resulted in significant fees for the Curve protocol, so they could also profit, and the ones who lost were the creators of this MEV bot. So if you write any kind of production ready smart contract, doesn't matter what it is, always perform an audit of the code from a reputable company. And I've been involved in a couple of crypto projects, and in each single project we did a security audit, either by me or by another company, but every smart contract that went to production was security audited. This is also a kind of interesting write-up. So here are the details, what exactly happened, how the attack took place. So you can take a look at it. Here also a link to Etherscan, how it went, and the details in this article here. The next article is about a hack as well. It's a hack of Monero's community wallet, and the damage is well below $1 million, so it's not even worth mentioning. But there's something very interesting about this hack. So what happened? Monero's community crowdfunding wallet was compromised on September 1st, 2023, losing its entire balance of more than 2.5 million Moneros, which is around almost $500,000. And the attacks detail were disclosed in November by the developer Luigi here in this incident report, and with no clear source of the breach identified, so it's not clear how it actually happened. The wallet were only accessed by two people, by Luigi1111 and Fluffy Pony. And it's still not clear how the hacker could gain access to those keys. There are rumors that the keys were compromised through an exposed wallet key or by a breach of Luigi's Windows machine, because he mentioned here in this incident that he is using a Windows machine. That could be part of a botnet, but there's lots of speculation going on, and it's not yet clear how those keys were obtained. And this incident impacted the community crowdfunding system, which funds Monero community development proposals. And I mentioned something struck out. The following analysis struck out from Moonstone Research. And keep in mind, Monero is a privacy-focused chain where you should not be able to figure out who sent how much cryptocurrencies to each other, so that should be fully anonymous. And Moonstone Research, which is an analyzing company for complicated cases, they showed off their skills in tracing Monero transactions, and here this is their conclusion. We were able to reliably trace forward through 3 of the attacker's transfers. And they also mention down here, so this is how their analysis looks like. So these are the 3 addresses, and they say, if you receive these transactions, please contact us. We can help advise you on the next steps. And if you're a Monero community member, please reach out to all exchange parties you can think of, including instant exchangers, to see if they received deposits in these transactions. So somehow they could figure out that those transactions are involved, and now calling the community members to watch out for these transactions. The last article are about ETFs, exchange traded funds. As a short reminder, an ETF is a type of investment fund that tracks the performance of a specific basket, like stocks, bonds, or commodities in the crypto world, Bitcoin or Ethers, and it's traded on regular stock exchanges similar to stocks. And this caused a green wave in the crypto world. And the reason most likely is this announcement here from BlackRock about Ethereum ETF. They already filed for Bitcoin ETF. And here we now see almost all cryptocurrencies are green. So it's a good day in the crypto world. So what happened on the 9th of November? BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, filed for an Ether ETF, and this led to a significant increase in the Ether price. It was even surpassing $2,000 for the first time in over a year. This filing followed BlackRock's earlier application for a Bitcoin ETF I already talked about. The announcement had a bullish effect on the crypto market, including a rise in other altcoins as well. BlackRock's move to file for an Ethereum Trust ETF indicates that its intention is to diversify beyond Bitcoin in the ETF space, generating positive responses from the crypto community. And some comments were that BlackRock's interest in an Ether ETF is a sign that the Bitcoin ETF is imminent. Again, speculation. And this development has been welcomed by industry observers who believe that an Ether ETF could be highly attractive to asset managers due to the potential yield it offers to the ETF holders. So again, speculation, everything is kind of in motion currently. It might get accepted, it might not get accepted. So the next few days, I would say, we'll see either the trends confirming, going up, so more green colors, or if the ETF is denied, we will see probably red colors. So that's it from my side. Happy trading, and this is a gentle reminder that tomorrow everything could be red again.